knew that was gonna happen. Shit. Hello, I'm Julia. The lighting in my bedroom is awful. Sorry. For this video, I am going to be telling you all the books that I read in 2020. I read 105, 106, if you count the one that I started in December of 2019 and I finished at like 2 a.m. January 1st, 2020. It was Playing for Keeps by Kendall Ryan. I personally don't count that one because I started it in 2019 and I finished it without sleeping, so I don't really count it as a 2020 read, but Goodreads did, so yeah. I started to film, like I actually filmed this whole video last night, and then I put all of my books back there in stacks on my floor because I have no more room on my shelves. So all my red books go in a stack, multiple stacks, and I took them all down and then I stacked them. I filmed this on my floor. It was terrible. And then I put them all back and I realized that I didn't take a thumbnail, and then I started editing and I was like, wow, this is awful. So I'm filming it again, hopefully to learn from mistakes and things. Who knows? But yeah. Also, I want to say that I read a lot of LJ Shen this year. Actually, her entire backlist. Read all of it, every book except for the Christmas one, which I've heard is awful, and Tide. Just never picked those up, never bought them. And I don't plan to anymore, but because I read them, I do want to, I'm not gonna like talk about any of these books, I'm just gonna fly through them. But I did want to say that I mention it because of all of the drama that happened with her recently and still is probably going on. To be completely honest, I don't really pay attention much to it. I was going through my Instagram stories and it popped up, and that's the only reason that I actually know about it. So if somebody hadn't shared it on their Instagram story, then I would still be like completely blind to it, to her. So yeah, I still want to like say those books though because I did read them and they do count. So yeah. Without further ado, these are also not in order. Last night I tried to put them in order from like start, like the first book that I read to the last book that I read, and I was stacking them and I was getting really confused with how I was doing it, and then I just decided not to do it anymore. So hope you enjoy. Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. What We Talk About When We Talk About Love by Raymond Carver. You Had Me at Hola by Alexis Daria. One to Watch by Kate Stayman London. The Trouble with Hating You by Sajni Patel. All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. The Mothers by Britt Bennett. The Roommate by Rosie Danon. The Bromance Book Club by Lissa K. Adams. By Your Side by Casey West. Only a Breath Apart by Katie McGarry. Deadly Little Secret by Lori Varia Stolars. Deadly Little Lies. Deadly Little Games. Deadly Little Voices, and Deadly Little Lessons. A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Reasons to Stay Alive by Matt Haig. The Five People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom. Homebody by Ruby Carr. Swimming Lessons by Lily Reinhart. Book Boyfriend by Claire Kingsley. The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. You Only Love Me When I'm Suffering. Poems by John Lupin, the Poetry Bandit. Dropkick Romance by Cyrus Parker. The Truth About Magic by Atticus. Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. Love and Other Perishable Items by Laura Buzo. Dear Ava by Ilsa Madden Mills. New Year's Kiss by Lee Matthews. Beach Read by Emily Henry. Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. Fake It Till You Break It by Megan Brandy. Faking Under the Mistletoe by Ashley Shepard. Book of Dares by Rachel Kahn and David Leviathan, Ninja at First Sight by Penny Reed, Happily Ever Ninja by Penny Reed, The Deal by Elle Kennedy, The Mistake by Elle Kennedy, The Score by Elle Kennedy, and The Goal by Elle Kennedy. Midnight Sun by Stephenie Meyer, The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker, Wild at Heart by K.A. Tucker, Forever Wild by K.A. Tucker, Say You Still Love Me by K.A. Tucker, Watch Over Me by Mila Gray, Twice in a Blue Moon by Christina Lauren, Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren, In a Holidays by Christina Lauren, The Honey Don't List by Christina Lauren, Lick by Kylie Scott, Play by Kylie Scott, Lead by Kylie Scott, and Deep by Kylie Scott. The Wrong Side of Kai by Estelle Mesquame, Dare to Fall by Estelle Mesquame, The End Zone by L.J. Shen, The Hunter by L.J. Shen, The Villain by L.J. Shen, Blood to Dust by L.J. Shen, The Kiss Thief by L.J. Shen, Playing with Fire by L.J. Shen, Midnight Blue by L.J. Shen, Dirty Headlines by L.J. Shen, Sparrow by L.J. Shen, Pretty Reckless by L.J. Shen, Broken Night by L.J. Shen, Angry God by L.J. Shen, Defy by L.J. Shen, Vicious by L.J. Shen, Ruckus by L.J. Shen, Scandalous by L.J. Shen, and Bane by L.J. Shen. The last author that I read also I discovered this year beginning. It is Penelope Douglas, and I absolutely fell in love with her and also read her entire backlist. So that's the last author, is Penelope Douglas. Bully by Penelope Douglas, Falling Away by Penelope Douglas, Rival by Penelope Douglas, Until You by Penelope Douglas, The Next Flame, which has 2 novellas for the Fall Away series called A Flame and Next to Never by Penelope Douglas, Misconduct by Penelope Douglas, which I feel comment is like extremely underrated of hers, and I really liked it. Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas, Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas, Credence by Penelope Douglas, Corrupt by Penelope Douglas, Hideaway by Penelope Douglas, Kill Switch by Penelope Douglas, Conclave by Penelope Douglas, Nightfall by Penelope Douglas, and lastly, Fire Night by Penelope Douglas. Those are all of the books. That's a lie, I'm not done. The Kindle reads that I read this year, The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, which I have a copy of in hardback, but I lent it to my aunt and she still has it. So Scrooged by V. Keeland and Penelope Ward, Desperate Beginnings, Sins of the Father, Luck of the Devil, and Dancing with the Devil, all by Marie James, Sicko by Amo Jones, Fear Me by B.B. Reed, Adrenaline by Penelope Douglas, Beard Mode by Lainey Lynn Vale, Work in Progress by B.J. Harvey, Take Me Again by Carly Phillips, and Happy Again by Jennifer E. Smith. That's it. That's all of my books that I read in 2020. When you stack these, it doesn't look like 100 books, but my Goodreads said I read over 31,000 pages, and my hand is cramping from holding these up and putting them back down, and so I believe that. This was my best reading year literally ever. I have the pandemic to thank for that. So that's it. I hope everyone else had a great reading year, no matter how much you read. I think a lot of people are really judgy about what people read and how much they read, and I feel like as long as you're reading and you're enjoying what you're reading, that's all that matters. Like, my mom told me, she was like, I don't know how you read all that and it sticks with you. It sticks with me. A lot of these have stuck with me. I know which ones I like. I know which ones I don't like. I know which ones made me cry and which ones made me angry. And like, readers, we just get to live in so many different worlds, and I think that's great. I think it's wonderful that we get to do that and that we all have that in common, and that we got to do that. Like, reading came back to people this past year, and I think that's great too, that people found this lost love. And yeah, I'm starting to get cheesy, but I think if you're reading, that's great, no matter what it is. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching if you got this far. Here's to 2021, hopefully being better than 2020, and 2 more fantastic books to be read. See you next time. Bye. Hello again. I forgot a book. The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. I'm also a little confused because my Goodreads says that I read 106 books and have 104 counting the Kendall Ryan book. So I'm missing 2 books, but I literally, because I'm psycho, just went through all of these. And I have every book on the list. I even put up like different books and slid them around so that they count as my Kindle reads, but there's 2 missing. I don't know why. I don't know what's missing. I don't know what, I think that's a glitch or something. I don't know, but